Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we'll be talking about the film They Will Kill You. Fun fact, the director of the film, Kirill Sokolov, said that this idea of this hole in the wall came from an old home. When they were remodeling, they found a hole in the wall that led to the neighbor's flat. This film came out in 2026 and stars Zazie Beetz, Myha'la, and Patricia Arquette and was directed by Kirill Sokolov. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. They Will Kill You follows Asia Reeves, who goes to a weird hotel to save her sister, who is working as a maid. What she soon finds out is that there are some weird things going on with the staff and the visitors of this hotel. They Will Kill You is an action packed horror comedy that doesn't hold back on the blood. It has similar vibes to Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, Kill Bill, or Ballerina. They Will Kill You looked like a bloody fun time, and I saw Zazie Beetz as the lead, whom I've loved since Deadpool 2, so I was like, let me check it out. I knew it was very heavy on the action, but I was surprised by how bloody it was and violent with the deaths that they showed on screen, and there were a couple of surprises that definitely caught me off guard. Zazie Beetz leads this film as Asia Reeves, whom we meet in the beginning, and we know she was separated from her sister and shot her dad, but then we see her pop up at this hotel. Through flashbacks, we learn she's been in jail and is now looking for her sister, played by Myha'la, but her time in jail has made her a deadly weapon. I love how in the film it gets right into her being a badass because when these people try to use her as a sacrifice, she runs into the closet and they think that she's scared, but we hear some rustling and instead she comes out prepared to fight. I loved how she wasn't invincible though, but she had a mission and she saw that mission through. She was a great heroine who had me rooting for her, but also interested to see how she would handle learning so much crazy stuff in such a short amount of time. The movie had some pacing issues that would kind of throw me out of the action taking place. I think some of the backstories were either just too long or just weren't that interesting. Like, I was confused if Lily and Ray were the founders or if they just both worked their way up, but also would have been cool to see them starting their journey in the past. I just felt that the present day story was more interesting and really had me on the edge of my seat, but I did love seeing more about Asia and Maria's backstories to see how they were separated and how they found each other again. I love the setting of this movie being in this hotel that's functional for its guests that allows them privacy, security, and the ability to easily grab their victims for their next sacrifice. It ups the stress because there's no saying what will happen next to whom Asia might run into since she's so inexperienced with this landscape. I love seeing her go through the ventilation system, which is a maze, but luckily Ray helped her. It was great place to have the film and was just so interesting to see her explore it. Patricia Arquette did a great job as this person in charge of the staff, but also made sacrifices and communicated with the devil. She didn't seem nice from the get go, and as the film progressed, I realized she was absolutely horrible. It's crazy because she cared more about the immortality than saving her own husband, who was trying to stop the sacrifice. In the end, she learns the hard way that she chose the wrong side. I love the scene where the devil that's in the swine head attaches itself to Lily. It ups her fighting so she can take on Asia, and it is really putting in work. I like how Asia knew her best option was to try to separate them because together they were way too strong. It was just such a cool scene to watch that and had me on the edge of my seat. Going into the movie, I was not expecting a cult, and once I found out everyone was giving me cult vibes, I didn't expect them to be immortal too. Like, Asia put in some work killing these people, and they all came back. She's lucky she had help, because my butt would have teleported right on out that hotel. When Ray said their names were written down, I thought he meant on a wall or a board, not on the head of some pig. I loved how that immortality came to bite them in the ass when her sister saves her, and then Asia revives her sister. I loved that in the end, when Asia got rid of everyone's mortality by burning the swine's head and letting the hotel just burn up. My favorite part of the film was the axe fight. The fight starts with Asia losing badly because she can't see, and then it gets to a point where she's like, all right, that's enough. And she finds this axe and she finds some fabric and then she lights it on fire using her quick wit, which leads to her being able to see a little bit more. But with every person she hits, the fire spreads, which really lets her see them all. It's a cool scene that really showed, once again, how awesome Asia is and how she uses her brain to just think very quickly. They Will Kill You is an action-packed film with some great fight sequences. The cast was great and it was such a fun ride to go along to see Asia just take on this cult. Thank you for watching my video. I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. If you have not subscribed, please do so you can keep up to date with more of my videos. But besides that, everyone stay safe, have fun, and goodbye.